Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager with the Tottenham save in the beta of the game, which is it's very enjoyable actually. It's actually got a number of different nuances and changes to FM21 that actually make it feel like a new game. It's much smoother. The data hub's great. We'll get into that in a minute. Like the match engine does have new animations and the players feel smoother. It feels very nice. But the season is going very well. We find ourselves in third, 3 points clear of Arsenal in fourth, and a whopping 4 points clear of Man United in fifth, which is good. Chelsea in sixth, Leeds seventh. The teams that are struggling the most: Crystal Palace, Watford, Burnley all down the bottom. Brighton, Leicester having a terrible season. Brendan Rodgers left them to go to Newcastle. Then they brought in Gattuso. They've now sacked Gattuso and just brought in Benitez, who got sacked by Everton. So yes, a bit of a merry-go-round in terms of managers. Liverpool at the top on 51 points. Man City on 50. They are running away ahead of us. We have also won our Euro Cup 2, so the Conference League. 6 wins from 6 games and a goal difference of 17. Maximum points taken from the group, probably as you would expect. In the FA Cup, we have got Leicester in the fourth round after beating Salford in the third round. And in the Carabao Cup, we got to the semi-finals, got annihilated by Liverpool, losing 7-0 on aggregate. Now, what is lovely to see, the man on the thumbnail, Joel Linton, is doing the business. What we've asked him to do. He's played 9 appearances in the Premier League, so not too much. 2 goals, so he's already scored the same amount of goals that he scored in his first season for Newcastle in 38 games, getting an average of 7.04. But that's not really what I want us to focus on for Joel Linton, because if we come down here and look at the appearances and goals, we have overall club appearances, 10 appearances, 9 as a substitute, 11 goals. He scored 3 from 3 penalties, 2 assists and 3 player of the matches. Within the cup games, he scored 5 in 4, 3 as a starter, 1 as a sub, and Continental he scored 4 in 6. So he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's playing back up to Harry Kane and getting the goals when they are needed. However, we have progressed very far forward. We're in the middle of January, the 22nd of January. We're going to do the rest of the January transfer window in this episode. And so far, we've only brought in a couple of people. But if you are ever in a worrisome situation where you need some money, just offer all your players to Newcastle. Because Newcastle have paid £50 million for Harry Winks. Yes, we've moved Harry Winks on for £50 million. Yeah, we'll lose. He's an Englishman that we've lost, and that probably will need to be replaced at some point. But I think for £50 million for someone we weren't playing is very, very good. So yeah, £50 million in from Harry Winks. They've also taken Davinson Sanchez off our hands. £35 million for Davinson Sanchez. He will be a good defender for Newcastle. But again, for £35 million for someone we weren't playing, he wasn't getting a look in, more than happy with that. And then we've loaned out a couple of people, and Jamie Donnelly has moved to Liverpool, which was annoying. We kept on rejecting bids for him. Liverpool came into stealing from our youth academy job, just giving him a contract. We tried to give him a new contract, but he picked Liverpool anyway, so we've got $825k for him. Yeah, it's not going to be a long-term save, so that doesn't really matter. We've brought in 3 youngsters. Francisco Conceição joins from FC Porto in Portugal, 15 million, potentially rising to 17 million. A good fringe backup player we can have in the squad now, who's young, so it helps out with the objective we needed from Daniel Levy. Yeah, looks all right. He's played 1 game in the Cup, 6.8, didn't do too bad. Part of the team that beat Salford, all good. We've brought in Javi Lopez for a maximum 110k. Left back, Spanish, straight into the under-23s. Good all-rounder, and only 19. Already, like, his value has soared and skyrocketed since he's moved for us. So, yeah, we'll have to see how he gets on. And Fabio Di Michel Sanchez from Wolfsburg, a German 18-year-old left-back as well. Very determined, hasn't got a work permit, so we're looking to send him back on loan to Germany. But yeah, all looking pretty good, to be honest, in terms of ins. We do have some more bubbling along in the background, but today we will be taking on Frank Lampard's Southampton. And we're away, so we're not going to play our attacking formation. We're going to go to our normal sort of controlling the possession formation. I'll pick the team, and we'll be back for any highlights as they happen. So the players are walking out into the tunnel then, or into the tunnel? Out of the tunnel is what I was meant to say. Yeah, all in all, we've been playing really well, actually, this season. We've got some good things. Lo Celso's a little bit tired. He has been phenomenal this season. A really good player. If anyone's doing a Spurs save, definitely get him involved. I think he's a good playmaker in this sort of advanced playmaker role. Højbjerg's been superb as well. But overall, I'm very happy with how everyone's playing, to be honest. We've got some decisions to make at the end of the season. Lloris's contract's coming up for renewal, and I haven't offered him a new one yet. I think getting on a bit, I'm happy to let him go. Harry Kane, what a save from Alex McCarthy in goal. But yeah, we've got Lloris's contract's coming up. Romero's on loan, and it's a £43 million bid that will make him permanent. And Golini, the backup goalkeeper, is £12 million to make that permanent as well. So we're going to have to decide if that's something we fancy. As Reguilon's given away a penalty, isn't he? It looked harsh. VAR will probably give it. Reguilon's not happy. He's well pissed off. Look at him. VAR's checking the review, and it's been given. Brilliant. So it was Reguilon on Teller that gave it away. Stuart Armstrong's going to take it and tucks it in the bottom corner. 25 minutes gone. But yeah, this is annoying because we've been playing so well. So Sergio Romero, Golini, we'll have to make decisions about them. There are plenty of sort of options we could bring in as goalkeepers as well. Livakovic, Onana, all good options out there. Walker-Peters with the throw. And Frank Lampard does seem to have revolutionised Southampton. They were struggling under Hasenhüttl. Lampard's come in and seemed to have steadied the ship a little bit and done well. Bernardeschi, who has been, again, another phenomenal signing that we've brought in. Højbjerg, great ball. Bernardeschi, Kane can't turn. Højbjerg will lay it back. And Ndombele out to Emerson Royal. Emerson Royal will try and get to the byline. Does whip a cross in. Ndombele's there. He's hit the post. The amount of times we've hit the bloody post as well. Okay, half time. 1-0 down against Southampton. Not the best. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Let's go for that. Try and fire them up. I think Lo Celso's going to have to come off. He's knackered and not playing very well. So it is going to give us an option to actually go to our more attacking formation. So Højbjerg will sit in there. Dele Alli will go into attacking midfield. Ndombele sits a little bit deeper. And Kane can stay as the complete forward on attack. We're going to just ask for them to cross from deeper, I think. Now that we've got this more attacking formation, let's just go crossing from a little bit deeper. And we'll go with that. So this more attacking formation generally pushes us higher up the pitch. It brings in an attacking midfielder. Does make us a little bit further up. Sule's there with a header. It's bouncing around. It didn't go in. Sule's header was well saved. Kane couldn't put the rebound in. And Teller is looking to launch a counter-attack here as he gets all the way to the byline. Cuts that one back. Well intercepted by Dele Alli. And can we launch a counter-attack of the counter? That's surely a foul, ref, and it is. Good. Corner ball. Son swings it in. Sule over the bar. We've asked more from them. Kane's struggling, Bernardeschi's struggling, Højbjerg's struggling. We're going to have to make some subs, I think. 65 minutes gone. Højbjerg is going to come off. Eric Dyer's going to come on to replace him. And again, I'm bigging these guys up, but they are struggling here. Bernardeschi's come off. Bergwijn is going to come on that side. He's got a bit of interest in him as well. We're finding it hard to move on Lucas Moura still, but hopefully we can get something done in the end of January. 10 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go. We are struggling to break this Southampton team down. That's going to be it, isn't it? That's going to be it. Southampton have come away with a win, and we could potentially drop into fourth if Arsenal have win. We're training tomorrow. You don't deserve a day off. Yeah, we're going to motivate them with training. I think that's right. I think we should thrash our arms around and say I'm disappointed. What happened today? I don't like the result. I didn't like a lot of what we did out there. We'll be fine most of the time playing like that. No, I'm not sure about that. Of course, I don't want to lose, but we didn't deserve to win today. Yeah, not enough shots. Who do you feel the blame lies with? I'm always looking to improve, but there's nothing like a defeat to make me realise how far I have to go. It's my job to make sure we're doing everything. I should think it's pretty obvious. If I'm not doing my job, the team suffers. Why do you feel the blame? Why do I feel the blame lying to me? I have to do better as the manager of this team. The fans clearly felt you should have taken Tanguy off. No, I saw heart and passion and desire. So if he's showing those, he's not going to come off. Right, Kane is still knackered and needs a rest. Maybe I should throw Joel Linton into the fire. So another manager's gone. Vieira has been sacked by bottom of the table Crystal Palace. They've been really struggling this season. 16 points. They're not completely out of it yet. Maybe a change of manager is what they need. But yeah, they've got a good squad. It's just I don't know. Vieira. I think Vieira's been a bit underrated on this game as a manager, but we'll see. I'm sure he'll get another job somewhere. We'll see how he gets on. I am keeping an eye out on the likes of Michael Elise and Ibra Eze as well. If they go down, we might try and poach them off Crystal Palace. Who knows? So I mentioned earlier that I'm really enjoying the data hub, and this is it. It is really, really good. I do like what it's like. What it's about. You can sort of look at your last sort of matches. You can see players. It's got all your reports of players on here as well, so you can have a look at the match report against Southampton, for example, where we lost. You can compare yourself to other teams. You can go into teams and look at your team performance, ask for certain things. So tackling, for example, we don't make that many tackles, but we have a decent success rate when we do them, comparing us to other teams in the league. So Watford are making a lot of tackles in a game and making them successfully as well. You've got Man City, who are making sort of a lot of excellent tackles, but not a huge number of them. So yeah, it's quite good to see all this. And you see, while Crystal Palace are struggling, they are having no tackles and completing minimal amounts of them. So yes, it's very interesting. Obviously, the more further to the top right you are, the better you sort of... arguably the better you're doing. Obviously, the more right hand side you go is the better in this one. Shot map. So that was off from the last moment. So let's go what should we look for here? Let's go shooting Premier Division this season. So taking lots of shots with high quality shots as well is the likes of Liverpool, Man City, as you would expect. We are taking decent shots, not a lot of them per game. It's averaging around about 5.7, maybe something like that. And we are expected goals to shot ratio. So we've got high quality shots. We're not taking loads of them though, which is an issue. Again, Crystal Palace down here, passive shooting at high quality, so not creating too many chances, though when they do, they are pretty good ones. Burnley, Aston Villa, Norwich all look like they're struggling a little bit. And Manchester UFC up here on 8 points or 1 potentially per game, but low quality shooting at the end of it. As you can see, our shooting numbers seem to be interesting enough. We manage more shots on target per match than average. Our average chance quality is better than most teams, which is good to see. And then you can look at like team defending Premier Division this season. So we foul less often per 90 minutes than average, and we are attempting fewer tackles per 90 minutes than average. The two are likely linked, but I do like all of this stuff that you can see. So fouls made per game is Tottenham by 7.7. We're down here, aren't we? There we go. So the average is 11.38 per game, and we're making 7.7. Expected goals against, so in the league is 1.32, which is 0.27 more than us, so we're conceding less than the average in the league. So yeah, I really like it. You can draw quite a lot of data out of it, and it does make me now think, do we want to be chucking in more tackles? Do we want to try and make more... I'm just going to attend this and then leave because I know where I want to. Strengthen. Do we want to try and attempt to make more tackles? Do we want to try and get to take more shots? We'll have to wait and see. So our first big signing of the save, I would say, Mikel Merino is going to be joining. £38.5 million. We've paid his release fee. And yeah, he's going to be very, very good. An extra body in midfield, going to be solid, going to be superb. However, he did want a minimum fee release clause, £55 million. So he clearly thinks he can go on to bigger and better things. But Mikel Merino is going to be joining Spurs. We get that one wrapped up before deadline day, which I'm quite happy about, to be honest. And there he is. So pleased to sign a player of his calibre. We'll get him in the squad straight away, which is good. We're still not breaking any of the rules so far. Lovely stuff. Confirm that selection. Sergio Reguilon has been injured for 3 to 4 weeks, I think, so that's going to be a big loss. We'll get him on a language course. We'll get Lloris to welcome him as well. Yes, looking forward to getting him in. 120 grand a week is a lot of money, but we have beaten Bayern Munich to a signature. Actually, they made a bid as well, and he picked us over Bayern. We chucked a bit more money his way, and Mikel Merino is going to come in probably straight away into the team, I'd imagine. A bit of competition for all of the midfielders, I would say. Højbjerg and Dembele, and the likes of Lo Celso as well. A bit more competition for places for Skip, but we need the depth. We've been struggling with injuries. We've been struggling with the amount of games we've had to play in the Cups, the Europa Conference League and the League. And I do want to go quite far in all the competitions, and I feel like as we get to the latter stages of the Conference League and the FA Cup, we're going to be coming up against the better teams, and therefore we need to have better players in the rotation as well. So yes, deadline day is approaching, but we also have Ceballos. Now Ceballos was my backup centre midfielder that I wanted to bring in if Moreno didn't happen. £2 million, I feel, is a bargain. I do feel like we should still bring him in. 80 grand a week. He's taking a pay cut to join us. 2.3 million will be deducted from the budget of 51. So we'll still have around about 48 million to play with going into deadline day. Do we bring in Ceballos as well? At the moment in central midfield, we have Lo Celso, Højbjerg, Ndombele. We have Skip and Moreno. Now, Eric Dyer can play there, but I sort of want to make Eric Dyer back into sort of a ball-playing central midfielder. So, given the fact we're generally always... But I guess we've got Dele Alli as well. Højbjerg is wanted by Real Madrid. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Ceballos. It would be 25 years old with the attributes he's got. Our scouts think we should get him like whatever the price, and that price is £2 million. He hasn't had a great season for Madrid. I think just as an option, he only wants to come in as a squad player. So, do you know what? We're going to do it. Why not? Why not? Let's strengthen the squad. Let's build the squad up and go with it. Right, we'll do the press conference. We'll be back for deadline day probably. So while we're waiting for the January transfer window deadline day to load, I think it just has. Yes, we can. I want to know your opinions on how this save is going. Do you like the format of it? Come back with more of a monthly break in between, not so many games. Keep the game flowing, because I'm thinking about doing more short-term series on the channel rather than a big long-term save that gets drawn out. I'm thinking short-term stuff. If you want to join the Discord, the link will be in the description below, where we discuss Football Manager, PES, FIFA, eFootball, general football. We have a Premier League predictions going on every week as well. Let me know, because getting that, and you can suggest stuff that you'd like to see on the channel as well. So that would be really, really good. I also stream on Twitch. Go and check that out as well. Twitch.tv/culturedleftfoot. And yeah, it'd be good to see you around live there. All the links in the description. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's dive in to deadline day. The rumours at the moment is that Victor Lindelof's been subject to increased speculation over a move to Madrid for £104 million. Tottenham are closing on Bayern's ball-playing defender Benjamin Pavard for a deal of £70 million. Rumours in the press have been linking Arsenal with Dani Olmo, £69 million. And Pierre Højbjerg remains of interest to Madrid. Tottenham have been linked with ATM's Guilherme Arana. Have we? Who's this guy? 24-year-old Brazilian left-back? No, thank you. Don't need him. Transfer deadline is today. We will take part. And here we go. The yellow screen of doom is on. There has been some offers for Kenny McLean, Zada Youssef, Godus from Brentford, Mark Gillespie as well. It looks like Newcastle are having a big clear out. Wow, yeah, Newcastle are really trying to get rid of a lot of people there. As rumours of Zapata to Arsenal, Dominic Solanke to Leeds is a rumour for around £11 million. Callum Robinson to Crystal Palace. Oh, wow. Okay, well, it's all kicking off. Here is all kicking off. Who scored? Tottenham fan poll. Should Guilherme Arana be signed? Well, we don't really know. What position should be strengthened? Fan polls, which bench should be strengthened? Defence 50%, midfield 31%, attack 19%. Interesting stuff happening here. It is deadline day. Let's see how it unfolds. Okay, we've got bids coming in. Napoli have bid for Matt Doherty, 7.25 million. That is pants, that offer. That is rubbish. Roma make a bid of 7.25 million as well. Real San Sebastian make an offer of 20 million for Lucas Moura. That's not too bad. Milan are also in at 11.5, but they are open to negotiation, whereas the others aren't. So let's go for the negotiating ones with Milan first. I wanted 39, so let's go 35. 12.5 with 1.5 after 30 league goals. That is not very good. I'm going to reject it. We're going to offer him out again, because I prefer this 20 million cash, to be honest. Let's accept that offer. We'll accept that offer. The two ones for Doherty, I think, are absolutely rubbish, so we're going to reject those at the moment. We've got on a Mike Rose call with a question. Having a good, file strength from strength, we'll respond and just say, I'm always keen looking to improve the squad if it helps us to keep going. We're going to offer Doherty out again, just to see if we can actually get around the £20 million mark. He is worth 22 to 24, and if there's interested clubs in him, you never know. You never know. Napoli make an offer of 10.5. Roma make an offer of 12. Give us 20. Go on. No, they've cancelled that. They really don't want to offer 20 for him. So they are budging up ever so slightly. So Matt Doherty offered to clubs. Let's go 19. See if we can get someone to bite on that again. Yeah, it's been a good season. Doherty we can let go because we've got Emerson Royal, we've got Tanganga that I'm starting to play at right back a little bit more as well. I wouldn't be against going to strengthen the right back position. They've offered 10.5. No, that is not good enough, to be honest. That is not good enough. Okay, let's go. How much did Spurs pay from in? Yeah, 15. Let's see if we can get our money back. Let's just see if we can get our money back here with 15 million pounds. I don't mind that. I mean, he's been okay. He's got a couple of assists from set pieces and stuff, but nothing major. We do have a bit of 9 million. Napoli are now making an offer there. We've got Peda blocking all these youngsters getting bids. No, 9 million's rubbish. I've just had an offer of 11, so no, I don't. I'll keep him. I don't mind keeping him. Leicester opposition report. We're on Peda. We are going to reject. We're basically rejecting all offers for youngsters right now because I don't feel the need to generally sell them too much. I mean, the squad. I don't know if Christian Romero is worth 40 million. I feel like we could get better. Oh, we've got transfers lined up. Before I forget. Actually, coming in, we've got Boubacar Kamara coming in as a holding midfielder centre-back as well, joining on a free transfer at the end of his contract, which is quite a good move for next season. And Adam Chlozek as well from Sparta, so a young winger who's going to be joining on a free transfer. It's something like 60k we've had to pay in compensation. Either wing or striker, I just think it's a good option to have. We'll probably end up loaning him out next season, but I do feel like he's a good player to bring in. Yeah, in terms of deadline day, I mean, there is interest around in some of our players. Bergwijn could potentially go as well. Lucas Moura has got interest in him on loan. We do have a bid of 20 million, obviously, that we've accepted there. Let's see if we can get anyone else to sort of start a bidding war. Let's see if we can get anyone bidding 25. I'm surprised that a Premier League club hasn't come in for him, actually. Everton and Leicester have been around the sort of houses a little bit, sort of looking at him and having a little bid every so often, but we are trying to offload him. I was hoping Newcastle would come in. They haven't. 13 million. No, we don't want to sell you for 13 million. You're going to go at minimum 20 million is what you need to bid, Milan, if that's who you want. We have got a few more bids coming in. Another youngster. We're going to keep him at the club. And how do those? Will you be looking to fill some of the empty slots in your squad today? I won't commit to anything. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, we do. I think if we're going to fill those slots, it's going to be English players. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll be back if there's any news. Okay, so Napoli have come back with a £15 million offer for Matt Doherty. £5 million up front and £10 million over instalments. I'm going to accept that one. I think that's a decent deal. And we've already lined up a different right back to come in and replace him. A young Englishman right back who I'm looking forward to is Luka Ivanusek has moved to Man United, £33 million. Francis Coquelin has moved to Newcastle. Lindelof has moved for £104 million. Oh no, it's a rumour, sorry. Is still rumoured for that move. And Chelsea to Leicester on loan. Ross Barkley is a done deal. So it is all moving along nicely, to be honest. Let's go and have a look. So Lucas Moura is going to sign for £20 million. He can finally sod off. That's fine. Burnley in for Hazeman. We will reject that one. And agent offers. So one Bernat for 14.5 million isn't too bad. Isco for 1.7. He's just, we're loaded in midfield now. And Thorgan Hazard would have been good a while ago, but I feel like we're above his sort of level now, to be honest. As Real San Sebastian, who I think is Real Sociedad, isn't it, have signed Lucas Moura for £20 million. And here is our right back that is going to come in to replace Matt Doherty. We are bringing in Jayden Bogle, which I think is a decent one to bring in. I think he's going to cost us a little bit much, but he's 21. He's happy to be right back. He can sit as a right back behind Emerson Royal. 15.5 million. It may rise to 7 million now. So yeah, I think that's good. We're going to bring him in. Hopefully Matt Doherty does agree to leave. And how has this transfer window affected your plans for the rest of the season? Well, nothing's really changed. I hope that we can show an improvement on and off the pitch. Takes us to our long-term goals. Yeah. Why not? 10 hours to go and deals are happening. So Bogle is signed. I also don't think he needs to be registered because he's still only 21. But that is good. We'll get Lloris in here. We'll shake Lloris's hand and say, can you welcome him to the team? See you at training. Excellent stuff. Matt Doherty has decided not to join Napoli because he is a moron. So we're going to offer out that same deal again. We're going to say 5 million. We're going to say instalments, 2 years, 10 million pounds up front. We're now going to transfer list you and say get out of our club because we've just signed a 21-year-old who is definitely going to replace you, to be honest. So yeah, I feel like Matt Doherty shot himself in the foot there. I don't think... No offers for Doherty. Celta Vigo and Bournemouth feel they need to get their wage bill in order. And these guys feel the wage demands are too high. Right, Doherty, come on. Look. We've offered you out. I'm happy here. Can we not come to a decision that works for everyone? I can guarantee that you have, like, pound fist. I can guarantee... I'm prepared to take my chances. If I'm to leave, it will happen naturally. I think we're done here. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Departure of Lucas Moura? Like, just trust me. That wasn't his decision. If the supporters are patient, they'll see that things will work out. He's hardly played this season. Are we expecting any movement with Dele Alli? Dele Alli. Newcastle. Yet again, Newcastle coming in, flashing the cash. Perhaps, if an inch department's gone forward, perhaps. We'll say perhaps. Maybe. Is Ali headed towards the Tottenham exit? Unless, only if there's a good bid, to be honest. Matt Doherty is still wanted by Everton. I'm wondering if we can do maybe a loan to buy. Let's say you pay 100% of his wages. And then as a mandatory future fee, you give us £15 million. Right, let's just offer that out. See if anyone bites to that. It doesn't look like they had. Agent offer summary got Milenkovic. Defender right centre. That's not too bad a deal. He's got a bid from Leipzig. Oh, could we nick him from right under Leipzig's nose? Again, Benjamin Pavard would be a good one. 6'1", could play centre back or right back. Give us an option. I'd be intrigued to know. I like this as well. The fact that, you know, transfer value 13 million, but the player was last scouted here, so the transfer value may be out of date and out of range. Interesting. Let's make a quick inquiry to Bayern Munich about Benjamin Pavard and just see what they fancy. I'm also going to make an inquiry here. Oh, we can't make an inquiry. 15.75. Oh, he's already accepted the contract. So he's already accepted the contract. However, the completion of the contract has been delayed at the current time. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that for sure. And then Icardi at striker, 56 to 83 million. No, I don't think we not. I wouldn't mind another backup striker to sort of compete with Joel Linton and Harry Kane, but I do think Dane Scarlett could do that. He's part of my thoughts for the upcoming season is Ryan Sessegnon, so we're not going to look to get him out. But yeah, I do feel like deadline day is good fun in FM22. I do think the way they've done it does create a stir. It does really make things happen. You can see here as well when it comes up all the new stuff that's happening. So Brian Rodriguez, collapse bid from LAFC to Leeds. Teo Adaramola for Stevenage is a Roma on loan. Fred to Zenit. They've made an offer to take him on loan. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Fanpal, how many signings should be made today? 1 to 2. 61% think we need to sign 3 or more players. Oh, my word. Okay, so maybe we do need to make things happen. Wolves believe the requested playing wage and the non-playing wage are out of their reach. They feel that both are excessively expensive. Okay, so let's go again. Let's try a loan. We'll go 50%. We'll halve it with you as long as you take him off our hands afterwards. So let's go for that for £50 million. So Pavard, it's just too much money. Too much money, to be honest. And we're not going to talk. It's getting 5 hours to go. There's no time to talk to people right now. No time to talk to people at all. I didn't want to look in scouting. I wanted to go. Yes, I did. Player search. Let's see who is around. Haidara is there listed. Transfer listed as a Mazzala 20. We don't need a Mazzala though. We don't really need anything. Samuel and Titi, centre back, potentially 275 grand though. Not too sure about that. As you can see, there's a lot less interest now in some of our players, as Bergwijn has a loan interest in him as well from Olympic Lyon. Newcastle have signed Johnny Evans from Leicester. Wow, it's all kicking off on deadline day at the moment. We're going to get to the end of it, and then we're going to go and see who Newcastle have bought, because that's what I'm really interested to see what the AI do with that, as we've still got quite a lot of youngster offers coming in. The Milenkovic deal has fallen through because Fiorentina couldn't find a replacement. We'll make an offer and we'll say Why don't we just do a straight swap for someone? Who do you want? Matt Doherty? How about we give you 5 million and Matt Doherty? You want 21 million and sign a replacement player and Matt Doherty. How about we give you 7 million? Offer the replacement player, Matt Doherty. Yeah, all right. Let's remove add player. We'll say Matt Doherty, and we'll give you. I don't mind saying on loan. No, you can have him. All right, loan until the end of the season. Let's try that. 22.5 million and Matt Doherty on loan. Why don't we just go add? I don't want him to go on loan. I want you to just have him. Just take him off my hands. Okay, let's remove that, and we'll go add. Offer replacement player. Offer replacement player. Add Matt Doherty. Just take him off my hands. I don't really want him. Okay, let's come out of here a second. Let's go back in. Hopefully this now doesn't ruin all of that. Make an offer. Additional fees. Players to exchange. There we go. Now it's back. Right. Translated. Matt Doherty. We'll give you 7.5 million and Matt Doherty. They want 18.5. So we're just going to go with this, right? We're going to go 10 million. Matt Doherty. I don't mind that. Suggest that. 16 million with Matt Doherty. They're coming down. Let's see if we can get like 12. No, damn, they didn't like that. Okay, let's go 14. We'll make that. See if they come back to us. See what they say. Leicester City are coming up. So we could be bringing in a centre-back with 5 hours to go. Let's find out. Okay, so they have accepted that offer. 14 million plus Matt Doherty. I'm going to jump straight in there. I think that's a great deal. Players, defender, centre. We're going to remove that just to start with because, I feel like it's not necessary. I feel like if we bring in Milenkovic, then I feel like we don't have to buy Romero as a permanent. We'll go 70 grand, sell on feet, get rid of that. So I'll actually bump that back up to 75 because he probably won't move. We'll suggest that. He wants 84 without the sell on. Okay, 79. 83. Let's go even 80s. There we go. Come on, Matt Doherty. Please, what can I do to really annoy you to make sure you leave? Discuss warm player conduct. Point the finger. You need to really think about the way you've been playing. I don't think I've affected anyone's behaviour. They're all responsible for their own country, if you ask me. Insist. I think everything's been said already. Right? He's downcast. His morale is going down. Recent form as well. Point finger. You've got to start playing better. I don't want to sit on the bench. I'll work a lot harder. Damn it. That's actually made him be a bit better. I don't know how else we can do this. Can I keep offering him out? I can't offer him out because he's negotiating a contract, isn't he? I really hope he goes. Tottenham question: will you get the? Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Was one of the answers, and I really hope we do get it over the line. 4 hours to go. We've got the inbox here. Doherty snubs Fiorentina. Oh, Doherty, you plonker. And then we've got youngster bids again coming in. Lusalo, reject that. Kiezu, reject that. Hackett, reject that. Ah, Doherty, you plonker. 4 hours to go. 13 million. Straight up for Doherty. Someone just take him off our hands. Can we bring him in? They want a lot in terms of a loan. Remove that then. I wonder who else. Could we offer them anyone else? Joe Rodon? I'm not really playing Joe Rodon. Maybe I'd rather give Joe Rodon a loan till the end of the season and 12 million? You want 19 million? Okay, let's go back to that 14 then. 14 million and Joe Rodon to the end of the season. 50 league appearances will give you another 2 million. I don't mind that. I think they've taken away Joe Rodon, haven't they? But we'll give you Joe Rodon and we'll give you 10 million. Okay, they've accepted that. Let's see if Joe Rodon will go there on loan because I don't mind that. because Joe Rodon, we're not playing Joe Rodon. This is a centre-back for a centre-back then. It's a little bit better. There's an £18 million player coming in. Right, Milenkovic, we will start the negotiations. Important first team player. Get rid of that. Suggest. Finalise. Negotiate contract. Get rid of the 10%. Let's see if we can get him down to 78 grand this time. No, back to 86. Can we save £1,000? 79. No, we can't. It's going to be exactly the same contract that we agreed last time, which I guess makes sense. 3 hours to go and it's all panicked. Still no offers for Matt Doherty, which is really annoying. Roma aren't prepared to meet the offer anyone to play around 90k. Well, I'm not selling him for 90k. Okay, let's go for one last sort of Hail Mary. We'll go for that same deal that Milan offered last time. 12 months, 2 instalments. A total of 10 million, given it's 15. But this time, we will pay 20 grand of his wages just to move him on and get him off the books. There's no... how long is left? 2 hours. We're going to get a loan heavy consideration. Let's still wrap up this deal permanently if we can. Let's try and force it through. Come on. Hopefully something now. Inbox. Aiming for the deal. Burnley. These are all the youngsters. We'll reject that. Leicester make a loan offer. No, we're not selling him with a mandatory future fee. Lusala, no. Maturin, no. Agent offers. Right. Idrissa Gueye. Potential loan. Supata. No. Portu is there as well. What do we need anything? There's 1 hour to go. Can we quickly get a loan deal over the line? Can we loan out Matt Doherty with just 50% of his wages being paid and no sort of future fee? Let's try that with an hour to go. I'm glad we've held on to the core of our team. We haven't lost anyone against our will, to be honest. We definitely don't need central midfielders. We don't really need a winger. We've got Bergwijn. We've signed Conte Sau as a backup as well. We have Heung-min Song and Bernardeschi. We have Joe Linton who can play out there. A striker on loan would be useful. I think that would be quite useful. Just to back up Joe Linton and Harry Kane. I think so. Zapata. We could go for it. I don't think they would. I mean, 7. That's not too bad. That's not too bad for a 30-year-old speedy striker. It does give us something completely different to Harry Kane. Easily within our wage budget. A regular starter. We'll go squad and just see. No, see now they want 100%. Again, 55 grand, but we can't afford that apparently. Yeah, maximum we can do is 70%. We could up the, because we're not that far off it, are we? They want 950, which is only another 75 grand a month. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get him in. I mean, panic buying 101 right now. Zapata is accepted. There is still an hour to go. Let's see if we can get these done. Oh, his deal falls through. Zapata rejects the loan. He's granted a work permit, but it falls through. No, we've given you Rodon as a replacement. Oh, nightmare. Mandatory future fee, 14 million. They want 16.7. Well, okay, we'll give you 15. We can do all of that. That's not a problem. We'll go after 50 games. You'll get 2.5, and you'll get percentage profit of the next sale will be 15%. They're happy with that. Can we squeeze this through with an hour to go? An hour rush deadline. We know he's got a work permit, so that shouldn't be a problem. The offer is accepted. So we'll start negotiations. Important player. Turn that off. Suggest. Finalise. Negotiate. I could go straight into 80, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to try and be a sneaky little git again. 78. He's accepted 78 this time. He knows there's a rush. Right, 78 grand. No offers for Doherty, so he's going to be hanging around the club for a little bit longer. We'll reject that offer. An hour to go. I can't be doing it. 45 minutes to go. Transfer deadline day passes. Oh, we didn't get Milenkovic in time. And that is a killer. Well, it's not a killer. It's not the end of the world. But, oh, man. I sort of feel like Newcastle bought in 80 players, spending £160 million in the January transfer. They've also sold 7 players as well. The top transfer window deal was Harry Winks from Tottenham to Newcastle. So they've spent an extra 110 million. Another 25 of that was Davinson Sanchez. But Milinkovic wasn't completed in time for the transfer window. So we're going to keep an eye on him. And now Chelsea are sniffling around. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Well, we can try and go again and try and get it ready for the summer. Because I feel like if he's ready for the summer, then it does make it easier in terms of not paying that 40 million for Romero, which I think is a sensible thing to do. So Matt Doherty, they want 2.4 million. Yeah, that's fine. Per league appearance? No, we'll get rid of that. After international appearances? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't mind giving you another thing, and then we'll make that 15%. They're happy with that. Okay, if we can get that nailed on for the summer, then I'm happy. But that was a very manic deadline day. Right, let's go and check out, see who Newcastle have bought and who the AI have bought for Newcastle. They have bought in Johnny Evans, 3.75 million. Coquelin, 44 million. Juan Mata, 1.2 million. Luke Ayling, 25.5. Davinson Sanchez, 35. And Harry Winks for £50 million. And they've also bought in Raul Albiol, 600k. He must be well old now. 36, Raul Albiol, wow. Nicholas Liderio on a free from Seattle. And they have sold, so quite a few loans out. Obviously, Joel Linton went to us. Jeff Hendrick out on loan. Mark Gillespie out on loan. Richie out on loan. Sean Longstaff out on loan. Jamal Lascelles went out on loan. Wow, they've loaned out their club captain. Brutal. It looks like we are going to have this discussion then with Fiorentina. And, well, Fiorentina have accepted the offer. We're going to have the discussion with Milinkovic. We know what we can pay him. We know how it's going to be. Looks like he'll be joining in the summer. Oh, his wage demands have gone well down now. So we'll just remove that and just see. He's happy to come just for that. So now it's not deadline day. We get him on a cheaper deal as well, which is great. But we will end it there. We'll be back towards the end of the season. It depends how the league's going, what we're fighting for, cup competitions and stuff like that. That was a manic January deadline day. Absolutely loved it. I hope you did too. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. For now, I'm out. Cheers.